talk a little bit about pedals. So this is a great piece of equipment for developing your feel for the water and the power in your stroke. Depending on your goals will depend on the style and the size of the pedal you select. Firstly, why do pedals actually have all these holes? It's to allow the water to flow through and reduce a bit of resistance. If the holes weren't here, the resistance goes up and the risk of injury is a lot higher due to the load on our shoulders. Now, the second important thing about the holes on our pedals is that we can change the position of the straps. If you're just starting out, the one thing to be really wary of is your position of your fingertips in relation to the top of the pedal. The more distance that you have above your fingers, the higher the resistance. Now, this is fine if you're a highly trained individual using quite large pedals, because you've got the strength and stability through those shoulders to cope with a higher resistance. If you're just starting out, a medium-sized pedal with your fingertips near the top of the pedal is going to be more appropriate. You can go out a little bit wider, but really try not to have too much overhang if you're just starting out. If you are new to swimming as well, you may find that the hands and all the ligaments through here are actually fatiguing quite quickly, and that's completely normal. You're starting to develop your strength in a new pattern using different muscles and ligaments and tendons. So the beautiful finger pedal is fantastic for beginners and intermediates because it not only develops that entry and extension phase, but also will strengthen all those little muscles through the hand. Now, the key to be aware of with your finger pedals is it's in the name. They stay on your fingers. You don't want to pull this pedal all the way down onto your palm, okay? This actually should sit up here. If you're getting tired through the hands, it just means you're working on your strength. I do really like this pedal because if you're entering on funny angles, it's going to whip that hand around. And that's a bit of a key with pedals. Remember, you control the pedal, don't let it control you. It's about entering and feeling the pressure in that water and making sure that the path of your hand in the direction is smooth and powerful. Now, the other thing to decide when selecting your pedal, I've always been a fan of the big one, the big dinner plate Speedo, but this is also a lot larger, more resistant, means it's going to be harder to pull and it's going to reduce my stroke rate. If I'm getting into a session where I'm really working on stroke rate, a medium-sized pedal is going to be a lot better for that specific set. So when you're deciding between different training equipments, start with the why. What's the purpose? What are you trying to achieve from this session or this set particularly? Happy swimming!